Honorable Lees.
Madam Chair, in his budget speech in February, Minister of Finance laid out 3 things that he required of SAA. One of these was the strengthening of the board. This objective has not been achieved. In the interim, Dr. Mnyeni has received public support from President Zuma, and Minister Gordon has been forced to accept a compromise that retains her as board chair. This is a classic devil's bargain, where Minister Gordon has agreed to retain Dr. Mnyeni and in return gets something that he really does not want. He gets a new board that is destined never to meet the conditions that he has laid out for it. The devil's bargain is not in the interests of the airline, nor in the interests of South Africa. Madam Chair, we are dealing with a corporate warlord who takes over as the chief executive and whose only interest is the enrichment of herself, her family, and her close cronies. This view is not restricted to her performance at SAA, but is mirrored at Mhlatuze Water, where in court papers she is described as tyrannical. In an affidavit to court, Sibusiso Makanya, former Mhlatuze Ngiyatkolisa CEO, states that he was told by Dr. Mnyeni that he was under investigation because ngicela nalabana ngemuva balalela ke manjena kancane uthi wena Makanya awungidlizi kanti abanye CEO babhalisa o-chairperson babo. It is because you, Makanya, are not feeding me, she said, whereas other CEOs feed their chairpersons. Madam Speaker, as an example of Dr. Mnyeni's corporate warlord campaign of tyranny, we have heard from a reliable source what happens at meetings that she chairs. She has 2 armed bodyguards with her at all times, even inside closed board meetings. When participants arrive at meetings, her bodyguards confiscate all laptops, iPads, and cell phones, and these are then removed, probably for inspection and checking of contents. And at the end of the meeting, the bodyguards confiscate all notes that anyone has had the audacity to make during the meeting, and these notes are handed to Dr. Mnyeni to keep and read at her pleasure. Madam Chair, if I was a betting man, I would certainly bet on one or more of the new serious directors identified by Minister Gordon soon resigning rather than to waste their time being bullied by the corporate warlord. It is disingenuous to argue that Dr. Mnyeni only has 1 year in office. The situation at SAA needs robust attention now, not in a year's time. International ratings agencies will be looking closely at how SOEs such as SAA are handled. And when they make the assessment for the next round of sovereign credit ratings later this year, SAA must be seen to be under control and on a path to recovery. In 2013, the year that Dr. Mnyeni became board chair, the SAA lost 1.2 billion rand. In 2014, a loss of 2.59 billion rand. A leaked copy of the financial statements, which have yet to be tabled, for 2015 reflects a loss of 4.6 billion. In 2016, Dr. Mnyeni herself has indicated that a loss of 4 billion can be expected. And another leak shows that in the first quarter of the current financial year, a loss of 1.3 billion rand. The losses just continue to pile up year after year.